Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our workbook on Chapter 8 for Hebrew pronouns. What we want to do here is go ahead and get started here. Since we do have a lot of homework and we've covered a lot of ground here, I've left this open to be worked on for 2 weeks. That way we can get a good grasp on the Hebrew pronouns here, because we do have the personal pronouns and the interrogative pronouns and the demonstrative pronouns and stuff. And so I want to make sure that we slow it down a little bit and take a little bit of our time to understand, because they just came through chapter 7 of learning about the adjectives, both the predicate, attributive, and substantive use of the adjectives. So we have a lot of information thrown at us at one time, so we want to kind of slow it down a little bit so we can make sure we get a pretty good grasp on it. The part 1 says translate. We want to translate the following verbless clause. So when we look over here to the right on number 1, we have the personal pronoun who hashofet hayashar. This actually could be the personal pronoun. Who is he? He is. We have to bring in or contribute the to be verb is. He is the upright judge. He is the upright judge. In here too. So we got who here being used as a personal pronoun. It could even be a demonstrative pronoun too. Would make sense here, but for the points in here, we're just going to consider it a personal pronoun. If it was a demonstrative pronoun, it would be that one or that is the upright judge. Either one of them it could be, but for the most part, we're just going to consider it as just a personal pronoun. Now we have Ata Melech Yashar Vetov. And in this, we have Ata, which is you, masculine. It's the second person, masculine. It says you are. You got to put are a upright and good king. Again, we have the pronoun here, personal pronoun, being used here. Number 3, we have Ani Navi Sadiq. Now, Sadiq, Navi, Sadiq is an attributive adjective, agrees with Navi, the prophet, or a prophet in gender, number, and in indefiniteness. So, Ani is being used as a personal pronoun. I am a righteous prophet. So, Ani is being used as a personal pronoun. At Isha Yafa. At is second person feminine singular. You are a beautiful woman. You are a beautiful woman. Yafa is an attributive adjective, agreeing in gender, number, and indefiniteness with Isha here. And At is being used as the personal pronoun. He Haisha Hachachama Vehasadika. He is she, so she is, again, she is the wise, you got wise here, this adjective, and righteous woman. Literally, she is the woman wise and righteous. Or in English, we would say, she is the wise and righteous woman. Ha-chachama ve'hasadaka are both adjectives which agree in number and gender and definiteness to Haisha. They're attributive adjectives here. And he is a personal pronoun. She. He is she. We have an identity crisis here. Okay. Number 6 here is Atem Ha-nashim Ha-dalim. You have atem, which is second masculine plural. You all, and then ha-anashim is the noun men. Ha-dalim is the attributive adjective. You are the poor men. You are the poor men. So you have to put your to be verb in here. Since atem is plural, for you all, you have to use are in English to have correct English here. Number 7, we have haim, ha-anashim, haraim. Haim is the personal pronoun they. This is masculine plural, they. Again, you got that mem Sophie, that final mem is telling you that that's masculine. Haim is them, or they. They are the evil or wicked men. They are the wicked men. Ha-ra'im is an attributive adjective, agrees in ha-anashim in gender, number, and definiteness. This is the personal pronoun haim for they. Hena or hena is the third feminine plural for they, personal pronoun. They are ha'arim haraot, the evil cities. The evil cities. So haraot is an attributive adjective agreeing with ha'arim in gender, number, and indefiniteness here. Okay. Number 9, we're going to get into anachnu. This is first common plural. We, personal pronoun. We, ba'ir hagadolah. We are in the great city. Hagadolah is an attributive adjective with ba'ir, agrees in gender, number, and definiteness. And anachnu is the personal pronoun we. Atin, hanashim, hachachamot. Again, atim is the second feminine plural. You all. You are the wise women. You are the wise women here. Ha-ha-chamot is agrees with hanashim in gender, number, and indefiniteness. It's an attributive adjective. Now let's go into the translation part 2 here, where we're going to translate the phrases and identify the demonstrative in each as either a demonstrative adjective or a demonstrative pronoun. Remember, the demonstrative adjectives are just like the attributive adjectives, and the demonstrative pronouns are just like the predicative adjectives in form. They do the exact same thing. They're usually in the same position. So let's go ahead to number 1. Yesharim, Hashofetim, Ha'ele. Yesharim, Hashofetim. Okay, here is the adjective, and here's the noun. So literally it says upright are these judges, or in English we say these judges are upright. So this is ha'ela, these demonstratives right here. Ha'ela, it agrees with hashufatim in gender, number, and indefiniteness. So this is a demonstrative adjective use. These judges are upright. Ela hashofatim hayesharim. Now we have Ela at the very beginning of the sentence, and it doesn't agree with hashofatim in definiteness, so this is going to be considered a demonstrative pronoun. These ones, or these are the upright judges. So hayesharim is an attributive adjective, agrees with the noun, gender, number, and definiteness. So you see how we have Ela, the demonstrative pronoun, coming at the very beginning and without a definite article. Number 3, Zot ha'artz hatovah. Okay, we have the attributive adjective of hatovah, agreeing gender, number, and definiteness with ha'artz. as an attributive adjective, but zot is at the beginning, just like Ayla was. Doesn't have a definite article on it, so this is a demonstrative pronoun. This is the good land. This is the good land. Number 4, Tova ha'aretz hazot. The land, or this land, is good. You got this hazot ha'aretz. So this is a demonstrative adjective. It agrees with ha'aretz in gender, number, and definiteness. And we have tova here being used as a predicate adjective here. So you got the demonstrative adjective here and a predicate adjective here. So good, literally, good is this land. Or in English we would say this land is good. You see how the predicate comes at the very beginning and agrees with ha'aretz in gender, number, but not in definiteness. Reshaot he'arim ha'hena. Okay, we have here literally wicked are those cities. But in English we would say those cities are wicked. So this agrees with cities in gender, number, and but does not agree with cities in the definite article indefiniteness. So this is a demonstrative well, this is a predicate use here, predicate adjective here. The ha-hena or ha-hena is a demonstrative adjective because the demonstrative adjective does agree with he-arim in gender, number, definite. So this demonstrative is an adjective. And reshaot is actually being used as a predicate adjective here in here. So, but they're wanting to find out what type of demonstrative is. Okay. All right, we got Hena, He'arim, Hareshaot. Hena here is at the very beginning. It does not agree with He'arim, the noun for cities, and with definiteness, so it is a demonstrative pronoun, which means those are the evil or wicked cities. Those are the evil or wicked cities here. Comes at the very beginning, and it doesn't agree in definiteness with the noun that's modified. Number 7, Hu Hamelech Hasadik Vehayashar. Hu is the demonstrative, either an adjective or pronoun, since it comes at the very beginning and it doesn't have a definite article like Melech has, Hamelech. This is a demonstrative pronoun. That one is the righteous and upright king, being used as a demonstrative pronoun. All right. Number 8, we come to Sadiq Ve Yashar Hamelech Hahu. Sadiq is an adjective, Ve Yashar is an adjective, Hamelech Hahu. Hahu is a demonstrative, and it looks like it's going to be a demonstrative adjective because it is agreeing with Hamelech in gender, number, and definiteness. So it would say that king is righteous and upright, or righteous and just. Sadiq and Yashar are actually being used as predicate adjectives there. Okay. Because they agree with king in gender and number, but not in definiteness. Alright, and then we have Ze Hanavi Hechacham. Ze is a demonstrative, but it looks like it's going to be used as a demonstrative pronoun because it agrees with Hanavi in gender and number, but doesn't have a definite article on it. So this is the wise prophet. Number 10 is Hacham hanavi hazeh. And we have the demonstrative here, and it agrees with the noun in gender, number, and definiteness. So this is a demonstrative adjective. This prophet is wise. Okay, hopefully you're able to see the word order and be able to ask yourself the question, does this demonstrative agree in gender, number, and definiteness, or does it agree in just gender and number? And that will tell you whether it is a demonstrative adjective or whether it's a demonstrative pronoun. On number 3, let's go ahead and translate the following sentences which illustrate the comparative use of the preposition min. Okay, we have Sadiq, Ha'eved Hazeh, Me Hamelech Hahu. Alright, so Sadiq, this is our key. We see an adjective here, Sadiq, righteous. Okay, and we got a noun, Ha'eved, and then we have another noun with a min, with a preposition mem, Me Hamelech, attached to it. So that is a good key to show us that this is going to be a comparative clause here of the preposition min. So we literally, it says righteous, this servant, righteous this servant from that king. But in what it's saying literally is that this servant, Ha'eved Hazeh, is Sadiq, is more righteous than that king. Me Hamelech Hahu, than that king. And so it's comparing this servant with that king. Yashar HaKohen min Hamelech Hazeh. Yashar is the adjective, and that's what you want to look for in a clause. If the adjective comes first, and then you got two nouns separated by the preposition min, either attached to the second noun with a marquet or attached to it inseparably without a marquet, that's a good example of a comparative use of min. It's say upright is the priest from this king. Or we would say in Hebrew that the priest is more upright than this king. The priest, the subject, is more upright or more just than this king. Hamelech Hazeh. Number 3, we have Hachamim, Hazekinim, Mehaneviim, Haraim. We have the elders or wise ones, or actually wiser or wise ones. Hazekinim. So basically, we have the predicate use of an adjective here, and the noun here. So we have the elders are wiser, because this is the adjective comes at the very beginning. The adjective comes at the beginning. Then you have the noun with another noun with the mem or min attached to it. So literally, wiser are the elders from the evil prophets. And in Hebrew, we would translate that the elders are wiser than the wicked prophets or evil prophets. Key 2 you want to look for the adjective. It's got an adjective here, and you have a noun with another noun coming right after it with a preposition min or an inseparable mem that we learned with the preposition attached to a noun. Then that's going to be a good indicator to tell you that it's a comparative adjective here, use of min. Number 4 is Gedulah Haaretz Hazot Me Haaretz Hahi. We said great land, great is the land, or great is this land from that land. But what we're doing, you got the adjective at the beginning, You got a noun in ha'aretz, and then it's attached to, you got another noun, me ha'aretz, from this land. So it would be that this land is greater than that land. This land is greater than that land. That's a comparative use of min. And on number 5, we have kasher hamishpat min ha'am. Um, we would go here. We got difficult. Kasher is difficult. Hamishpat is the noun, the subject. The judgment is too difficult for the people. Literally, it says difficult is the judgment from the people. But in this use here, we have a use of it, of the comparative min, that the work is too difficult for the people. And again, as you go through these mems, the comparative use of min, it just takes time to get used to it and go over it and learn how to recognize it. So one of the key aspects, again, go back, the adjective will come first. It's usually going to be a predicate use of the adjective here. That means it's not going to agree with the noun and gender. It'll agree with the noun, gender, and number, but it won't agree with the definiteness. And then you have two nouns, and the second noun is going to have the min or a mem attached to that noun right there, as we learned earlier in earlier chapters about the min and comparative min. All right, we got a few Bible translations here to go over. It wants us to translate these, and these are actual biblical verses. Come in and give you the scripture that they come out from, Genesis 22:1. Achar hadevarim ha'ele. And after these things, ha'ele is a demonstrative adjective, agrees with hadevarim in gender, number, and definiteness here. After these things. It can mean after these words, but usually hadevarim also means things or matters also. Number 2 is kadevarim ha'ele. According to these words. Ka is a preposition, means can mean according or like or according to these words. Ha'ele. So ha'ele is an attributive, a demonstrative adjective. It agrees here in gender, number, and definiteness with kadevarim. Okay, number 3. Ele hadevarim asher diber Moshe. Alright, we have ele at the very beginning. It agrees with hadevarim in gender and number, but it doesn't agree in definiteness. So this is a demonstrative adjective, and these are the words which Moshe spoke. So these are the words which Moshe spoke. Number 4, vezot hamitzvah. We can have here zot. Of course, this ve is a conjunction, and zot agrees with mitzvah in gender and number, but it doesn't agree in definiteness. So zot is being used as a demonstrative pronoun. This is, and this is the commandment. And so this is being used as a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, because it agrees with mitzvah, ha-mitzvah in gender number, but not in definiteness. Doesn't have the definite article. Number 5 is ad hayom hazeh. Okay, ad is until And Hayom Hazeh, this day. Hazeh is a demonstrative adjective, agrees in gender number with Hayom. Ve'ata Adonai Elohim. Alright. And you, Ata, it's a personal pronoun, and you are Adonai, or Lord God. You are the Lord God in here. Okay, number 7, we have Ani Adonai Elohecha. I am, again, a personal pronoun, the Lord, the personal name, Yod He Vav He, your God. I am the Lord, your God. Okay, number 8 is Hu Eloheinu, and who is being used here as a personal pronoun. He is our God. He is our God. Okay, went up a little faster than I wanted to. Okay. Okay, number 9 here we go to Ze Hayom Asa Adonai. Ze agrees with Hayom in gender and number, but doesn't agree in definiteness. So we know that this is a demonstrative pronoun. This is. You have to put is in. This is Hayom, the day Adonai Asa made. This is the day that Adonai made, and or that the Lord has made. Comes out of Psalms 118:24, and it deals with the coronation of the king. All right, and number 10, we're going to go to Kal Hamelachim Ha'ele. Kal Hamelachim Ha'ele. Basically, this is all of these kings. All of these kings. Ha'ela is a demonstrative adjective, agrees with Hamelachim in gender, number, and definiteness. All of these kings. 11. Ha'otot, Hagedolot, Ha'ele. Okay, you got Ha'otot, Hagedolot. And so Hagedolot agrees with Ha'otot in gender and number and in definiteness, and Ha'ele agrees in gender, number, and definiteness. So this is a demonstrative adjective which says these great signs. These great signs. So you read it from right to left, the noun, the adjective, and the demonstrative adjective, but then we translate the demonstrative adjective, the adjective, and then the noun. These great signs. Ve'ayeh haseh. Ve'ayeh haseh. And this is a interrogative here. And where is the lamb? Ve'ayeh hazeh. Where is the lamb? Here. So we have a question being asked here. Number 13, we have Mazot Asita. Mazot Asita. Basically, what is this? What is this you have done? Or what have you done? Okay, ma is the interrogative pronoun asking what. Is this zot? Is the demonstrative pronoun, and then you have the verb asita. Number 14. Ze shemi le'olam. Ze shemi le'olam. And so ze is basically this is my name forever. Ze shmi le'olam. So ze here, this is being used as um, a demonstrative pronoun. This is my name forever. Vayomer Paro mi Adonai. And Pharaoh said, who is Adonai? Or who is the Lord? Yeah, the interrogative pronoun me here. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord? Okay, and so let's go into some Hebrew composition now here. Trying to get in here. You want to go ahead and go from, and this is the hardest part of the exercise, is taking the Hebrew, taking the English and writing it into Hebrew. It uses the other part of your brain. So you got those, which so you got books. Books are masculine. So you would say, and good has to be masculine, has to agree with books, since you got good books. It has to be attributive adjective, so it has to hasefarim, hatovim, so the adjective comes after the noun. And since those ones are, you got that to be verb in that, you know that that demonstrative is a pronoun. It's a demonstrative pronoun, not a demonstrative adjective. So it must agree with books in gender and number, but doesn't agree with the definite article. So you would say Haim Hasefarim Hatovim. Haim Hasefarim Hatovim. Those are the good books. Now, if we want to say those books are good, then we turn it around here, and those is a demonstrative adjective, those books. And then we have good. So good has to agree with books in gender and number, but not definiteness. So we start out with good. Tovim, hasefarim, hahem. Tovim, hasefarim, hahem. So we got the demonstrative adjective here, hahem, agreeing with hasefarim, good books, and so it says those books are good. So literally in Hebrew, it's good are those books. Is what it says. But we say in English, those books are good. Number 3 is these are the wicked young kings. These are the wicked young men. Sorry about that. These are the wicked young men. So these is these with the to be verbs tell me it's a demonstrative pronoun, and wicked young men all agree. The wicked is the attributive adjective, so it agrees with young men in gender, number, and definiteness. So we would say we would put the demonstrative pronoun first, ele, which we do, ele hana'arim hareshaim. And hareshaim is the attributive adjective, agrees with hana'arim in gender, number, definiteness here. These young men are wicked. So we would start and go backwards. Wicked are these young men. So we would say Reshaim, Reshaim, Hana'arim, Ha'ele. Wicked are young men, these, in that word order. Reshaim, Hana'arim, Ha'ele. So these men are wicked. Ha'ela is a demonstrative adjective, agrees here with gender, number, and definiteness, and this adjective is a predicate adjective. Um, agrees with gender, number, but not definiteness. Number 5 is this is. Again, the key is you got this little sign is. This is, so you know that this is basically going to be a demonstrative pronoun. And it's usually going to come first. And so, and then you got the Great Temple, which is an attributive adjective here with the noun. So, what we have here is first the demonstrative pronoun ze, ha'hekal, the noun, and the adjective hagadol. Hagadol agrees with ha'hekal in gender, number, and definiteness, and ze agrees in gender, number, but not in definiteness. So that is a demonstrative pronoun here. This temple is great, so they're going to switch it around. And this temple is a demonstrative adjective, so it agrees with gender, number, and definiteness of the noun. And then you have great at the very beginning, the adjective. It is a predicate adjective, so it comes at the beginning. Then you have the noun, and then you have the demonstrative adjective. Gadol ha'hechal hazeh. So basically, the key to in looking at this Hebrew composition is look at the English translation. If it has a to be verb with it, like is or are, then you know it's a demonstrative pronoun. If the demonstrative particle goes with a noun, then you know it's a demonstrative adjective in here. And you just reverse it. That is the righteous elder. So that's a demonstrative pronoun. Righteous is evidently an attributive adjective with elder here. So this is going to come first. The demonstrative pronoun is going to come first, which is who, is that. So who, hazakain, hasadik. Hasadik, attributive adjective with hazakain, the noun, and who is the demonstrative pronoun. You see here, it comes at the very beginning. And same thing with number 8, that elder is righteous. You got that elder, which is a demonstrative adjective, and then a predicate use of a adjective here. So you put the adjective first, sadiq, and then hazakain hahu. That elder is righteous. Goes backwards. Here, that elder is righteous. All right, number 9, we have that prophet is holy. So that prophet, just like that elder. So this is going to come last, and holy is going to come first because it's the predicate adjective. So it's going to be kadosh, hanavi, hahu. That prophet is holy. That prophet is holy. So you're just reversing it. That's all you're doing here. You're putting, if it's predicate, then it's predicate adjective, which holy is here. It's going to be kadosh hanavi hahu. And because this is a demonstrative adjective, agrees with hanavi, that prophet. Okay, we're going to go here. That is, again, the key is that is. It's telling us that that is a demonstrative pronoun, so it's going to be who. And then you're going to have Hanavi Hakadosh. So you got who, Hanavi Hakadosh. That is the holy prophet. And so you can just see, it'll take you a little while to get used to the word order on that, but that's basically about it right there. I don't think we have any more homework. That's all of it right there. Alright, so that's the homework for today in chapter 8 on pronouns. And and all the uses of pronouns. So um, go ahead and review. Again, as I said before, review, review, review. Be sure to sign up for our breakout sessions online at tobysplace.org and make sure you're signed up for the breakout sessions that we have available. Those are times where we can, for Q&A, for question and answer, be glad to go over any of the chapters any questions of any chapters that have been gone through before, and try to answer the questions. So go ahead and be sure to register up, okay? Until next time, shalom, and look forward to seeing you.